is one of the biggest and most prestigious karting events in the world. Make sure that you don't want to miss that. We'll be more than happy to welcome you, of course, you all, whatever your age, whatever the country you're from, you're all welcome here at the Azim Ring International Track of Kristianstad. This is the second qualifying heat of today going on right now, opposing B and F. Let's get maybe a quick round on the first row. Telo Barnard and Luka Griggs will be starting alongside each other, then Timothej Kucharczyk and Nikita Berin on the second row.
So this is a very important race indeed for Taylor Barnard. Crucially, if he wins this race, he cannot be caught in terms of his points tally. Even if Beganovic were to win his final heat, that would be 3 wins for Dino Beganovic, but 4 for Taylor Barnard if he were to win this one. So winning this heat is absolutely essential for Taylor Barnard, because if he does it, he will be guaranteed to start the final from pole position. And in the current form he's in, that would absolutely hammer blow the rest of the opposition. He is so fast over one lap. He's proven it time and time again this weekend. If he gets into the lead, he's very hard to catch.
Yeah, this is important, as we've had previously in the heat. Kajaski and Dino Beganovic fighting as well for what could be pole position for those two, or for one of the two. But Taylor Barnard is the third driver, the third name to add to the list, battling for pole. And we're going to have a bit of an answer after 9 laps in this qualifying heat for the junior, before getting ourselves to the senior category and back to the junior for what will be the last heat before lunchtime.
We've got a breakdown. We've got a breakdown on the straight, actually, and Emil Tangard has not got away either. It looks to me as though we've got a breakdown on the main straight. Now, I can't quite figure out who that is from here without the binoculars. That is the 293. It's the 293. Ignacio Montenegro, the Argentine. As we get going, Barnard gets the perfect textbook getaway, and into second place goes Timothej Kucharczyk. The pole has got there into second position, and we got an off further back as well. So who is it that's gone in that first corner? We're not entirely sure, but the recovery is already beginning.
I think this is the 237, I'm afraid. Just back
Sammy Matsalmi. Oh, he's had so much bad luck already this weekend, the Finn. Matsalmi has not been in a good position for a lot of this weekend because of other people's circumstances. He's been caught up in several incidents. But how about this? Taylor Barnard versus Timothej Kucharczyk. Kucharczyk is finally in the zone here to get himself further up the rankings. As far as he's concerned, it's do or die. It's now or never. He's got to try and get past Taylor Barnard. A win is the only thing that will do for him from now on. He's got to try and score no points at all for the rest of the weekend. Here he goes up the inside. He's got to win this one if he's going to stand any chance of getting through. It's unlikely he'll get through anyway. He tries to get the move on Barnard. Barnard resists, but it looks to me as though Kucharczyk is not going to be able to make the final whatever happens because of the circumstances yesterday. He dives for the lead. He gets it from Taylor Barnard. Barnard trying to get the door firmly shut before Luka Griggs can come back through. But Barnard in second place is basically trying to grab pole position by guaranteeing a win. Kucharczyk is unlikely to make the finals whatever, so he's just going for broke. Barnard gets through and leaves the door open. Luka Griggs gets through, and so too does Nikita Bedrin.
Yeah, an open door, that's the thing you never want to see on a racetrack, and Taylor Barnard just took advantage of that as Kucharczyk is dropped back in second position. No, a bit further back, I'm afraid, with Luka Griggs indeed, and Nikita Bedrin getting past the Polish driver, back in 4th position. So he's going to try to recover some ground, and there he goes, the 249. This is Cesar Christensen getting past Kucharczyk in the last corner before the start-finish line. There goes Taylor Barnard completing a second lap onto the way into turn number 1, and then the chicane. Taylor Barnard, Luka Griggs very close to each other, just 1/10 of a second. Then we have Nikita Bedrin. This is a 3-driver battle already for the lead. Then further back we have Cesar Christensen, Alex Dunne, Lawrence Van Nupen, and Kucharczyk just 7 with 4 position drop back in just the course of 1 lap. So definitely not a good lap that we had for the Polish driver, who was leading just after 1 lap completed, or almost, as he tried to make his way into the inside line of the turn number 1.
Yeah, a real shame for Kucharczyk. To be fair, a win was only going to do. He was already confirmed pretty much as not going to be able to score enough points to get through to the final, so he wanted to bow out on a victory. Now he has let so many drivers through, and the next one who's likely to take him is Sebastian Montoya, who has got James Wharton right behind him. As up the inside, Christensen makes a brilliant move there on Nikita Bedrin. So Cesar Christensen looking to continue his strong weekend on a high as the Swede continues on, and through up the inside comes Nikita Bedrin. Bedrin makes the move back again into 3rd position.
Yeah, beautiful battle between the Tony Kart chassis right now onto the way into corner number 4. 4 under the commandment of Barnard, Griggs, Christensen, Bedrin fighting for third position. Alex Dunne just behind. And there he goes, trying to take the inside line. Nikita Bedrin getting past Christensen again for third position. And there he goes, he's going to try to fight back and pay attention just behind. And I think we have indeed Alex Dunne taking the inside line and getting past Nikita Bedrin, who just falls back.
Dunne got nudged there. He got nudged by Bedrin, and that forced him into the move on Christensen, and he had no choice there. Dunne basically went into the back of Christensen, but he was helped there by Bedrin. So Alex Dunne could end up with a front fairing penalty. I hope that's not going to be the case, because Alex Dunne completely blameless in that one. Now he's dueling down the main straight with Bedrin. Bedrin trying to squeeze him to that inside line, but Dunne is not going to be denied. Now Bedrin comes for the undercut and gets him straight back again. Oh, those two are having an amazing tussle, and Bedrin and Dunne are absolutely determined. Is up the inside for the move. That is Van Hooijen, and Sebastian Montoya gets through as well. Oh, Dunne's been hung out to dry.
This battling in the midfield as you speak. This is on your picture. Fantastic battle, Nikita Bedrin. And then we have in the inside line the 226 of Laurens Van Hooijen making his way into the field. Back with the leader, Telo Barnard. Under a lot of pressure from Luca Griggs. And Cesar Christensen is not far behind in third position. Nikita Bedrin still in fourth. There's going to be a three-driver battle until the very end already. 4 laps completed in this qualifying heat for B and F. That's going to be tricky, I'm afraid, for Telo Barnard, as we have a very fast Luca Griggs as we speak onto the start-finish line. Let's have a look at the gap. It's very tiny between those three drivers into the corner number 1. Then we have Nikita Bedrin really on his own in 4th position, but the battle for 5th is going to be hectic.
Van Hooijen is in front of Montoya with 7th place now, Wharton and Tomitos Kujarczyk. But Luca Griggs is definitely a threat to Taylor Barnard in this one as they battle away for position. Let's look back and see how that 5th place squabble is getting on. Montoya's hit the front of it. Montoya's now up to 5th. Wharton up to 6th place. Van Hooijen, and now that looks to me as though Timothus Kujarczyk, has got Isaac Hajar behind him. And in 10th position, that looks like Conrad Larsson, the Dane. Meanwhile, back with these two at the front, Taylor Barnard and Luca Griggs. Griggs is definitely going to be a thorn in the side for Taylor Barnard in this race. Let's not forget, Griggs has a win, a 2nd, a 4th, and a 7th. So he's always been at the sharp end, and Luca Griggs is definitely going to want to get another victory on the board here. He will want to try and grab that inside line guaranteed for the start of the race. Even if he doesn't beat Barnard in this one, he'll want to score as many points as possible to get as high up onto that finals grid as possible. Luca Griggs is pretty much guaranteed a place in the final, which is a great fillet for him and the Lennox Racing team, but an opportunity to beat Taylor Barnard is a bit of a preview to what we could see from Luca Griggs later as he tries to win the World Championship. But how about this for the man in 3rd place? Cesar Christensen making the move up the inside of Griggs. Christensen goes for 2nd, and a great bit of driving from Cesar Christensen, who has not had the best of luck over the course of the weekend. He too is outside of the finals, so he has clearly put on brand new tyres. He wants to get his last final the best possible finish. He's had 2 7ths and a 9th, but he's on fresher tyres than these two, obviously thinking, well, the only way I'm going to get into the final is if I beat Barnard. He gets the move in the final turn. Christensen wants to bow out with a win. Barnard doesn't think so. He's going back up the inside and takes the lead back.
Yeah, brilliant fight back from Taylor Barnard against the World Racing driver, who dropped back in 2nd position. As you suggested, he might be on fresher tyres, as this is a strategy that we've seen happening a lot of times in previous competition. This is all but logical for some of the drivers out there to try to be faster than the others to make their way into the final. This is the last chance, and certainly Christensen is trying to get that completed at the end of this qualifying heat. We have then less than 2 laps to go, but this is going to be tricky as Luca Griggs is increasing the pressure in 3rd position. The British driver, the two competing against each other, is going to be very hard for the World Racing driver, and Luke, who's coming back behind. Nikita Bedrin could try actually to catch up the top 3, even though it is going to be very tight for him to try to get past any of those 3 drivers. Telo Barnard, could he hold the 1st position until the checkered flag? Let's see what could be done as Christensen is going to try again. He's going to go again. Luca Griggs could do the same.
Oh, look at Barnard. He's defending beautifully to turn 1. Christensen is getting desperate, and Griggs is going to tighten up. That's going to put Bedrin right on the back of them as well. Keep an eye on the Russian Nikita Bedrin in 4th place. He tries to take around the outside to cut back on the inside of Luca Griggs. Great move from Nikita Bedrin on the final lap here of this heat, but Barnard is doing exactly what he needs to do, defending absolutely superbly from Cesar Christensen and Nikita Bedrin. Now Bedrin might want a little bit more. He may take a slice out of Christensen, but he's got Griggs to deal with as well. Christensen will try one more time up on the curbs from Bedrin as Griggs gets a little bit desperate onto the back of Christensen. Cesar Christensen is going to want to try one more time to go for Barnard. Barnard's got to stay focused in these final 3 corners. Through the double apex left, he's going to hang on in here. Sebastian Montoya may be able to snatch a place or two as Christensen dives for the inside of Barnard. Tries to edge him wide, but Barnard's held onto it. What a fight to the line. Barnard gets the victory. Oh, that's one of the best heats we've had so far. And Griggs managed to pip Cesar Christensen for second place with Bedrin inches in front of Sebastian Montoya. What a finish.
20,000 of a second between Luka Griggs and Cesar Christensen on the line. It was almost photo finish on that one at the advantage of the British driver on Christensen. What a brilliant finish indeed. And this is all but logical to see that kind of racing in the morning of Sunday. This is the last chance for many of the drivers, or at least some of the drivers out there, to get themselves into the final. They want to push as Haver as well as for Telobana to grab pole position for the final. So they have to put everything together, keep themselves focused until the very end, and the racing is all but fantastic as it has been since the start of this weekend on Friday.
And I'm afraid to say there are a few drivers who are walking away empty-handed from this one. Retirements for Carla Bergman, Samuel Mertsalmi, Ignacio Montenegro, Emil Tangard, and very dramatically indeed, Mari Boyer, who was having an amazing run yesterday, had his retirement but was looking likely to get through. But now Mari Boyer's dream of competing in the World Championship final appears to be over. Retirement from the race 2 laps ago.